I wasn't in the ad
Right.
because of uh look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together.
I wasn't in the promotion due to You Look Jay-Z and him was assembling it, so I think they actually harbor a few energy towards me for quite a long time. Jay-Z and Beyoncé have been praised as symbols in the music business, yet late charges propose a hazier side to their prosperity right, and I'm like, that's the point at which I begin saying insane stuff be since I looking I go gracious that is your enormous home slice right not terrible, but not great either he picture itself after a gay painter. Large home slice need to seem to be a gay painter in spite of getting honors and love from the whole world bits of gossip about control and disloyalty have started to surface the once unapproachable picture of Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Is Z and Beyoncé is presently being addressed as insiders approach with it. Condemning declarations so, with next to no further ado, we should uncover the truth behind Jay-Z and Beyoncé's supposed plan to remain on top at all costs. They were saying NFL generally dislikes me that. Um, I don't have the foggiest idea what those issues are, as I don't what is the issue rapper 50 Penny has had tremendous conflicts with this influence couple. The hamburger among 50 and Jay-Z goes way back to the mid-2000s set apart by unobtrusive digs and cutthroat energies in the rap world, yet things truly warmed up when 50 began making a few serious allegations against Jay-Z and Beyoncé guaranteeing they would effectively remain on top in the music game one time. He blamed Jay-Z for pulling a fake obscure maneuvers to control the business and quietness any individual who contradicted him. He didn't keep down saying they're getting grants just to keep them cheerful. They coming to the entertainment pageant and implied such a great amount to the way of life that they just gave them the honors. This stunner allegation worked up a ton of contention and got individuals talking. These allegations shed light on the extreme contests and fights for control in the music business where impact and control all can represent the moment of truth, a profession 50 Cent's striking cases have ignited banters among fans and industry insiders, prompting a more critical gander at Jay-Z and Beyoncé's supposed strategies to remain on top, and the show doesn't stop there. Kanye West has likewise taken a stand in opposition to the Carters, indicating extortion and control strategies. Kanye recommended that the individuals who conflict with Jay-Z and Beyoncé could confront serious results in a genuine second. The rapper shared his interests, saying, I realize you, man, yet they have zero control over me. Many individuals disappear in Hollywood. It feels like there may be a ton of that proceeding to control and terrify individuals, and vocalist lyricist Puma Wright, who has chipped away at many ventures with Jay-Z in the past, likewise had this to say: he will droop anybody in any relationship for $1. He's a beast. The reports encompassing Jay-Z and Beyoncé uncover some stunning stuff. Previous Guardian Uncle Ron and Foundation vocalist Panther Wright have shared some eye-opening anecdotes about the control occurring in the music business. It's a chilling picture they're painting. Uncle Ron, who filled in as a protector for Jay-Z and Beyoncé, has of late caused disturbances via virtual entertainment with his real disclosures about their supposed conduct in a progression of TikTok recordings. He professed to have insider information on several activities, remembering their contribution for disrupting the vocations of individual specialists. I know such a huge amount about you and what you've done, he proclaimed, blaming them for controlling and stepping on others to keep up with their situation at the top. Comparably, Jagger Wright, a previous foundation artist for Jay-Z, has stood up against her encounters with the couple, charging an example of control and double dealing. In a viral meeting, she professed to have seen firsthand the obliteration brought about by Jay-Z and Beyoncé's activity, including the sidelining of gifted craftsmen and the concealment of disagreeing voices. They step on anyone to remain on the top, she stated, laying out a dooming representation of the couple's supposed savagery. These insider stories are focusing a light on the clouded side of the music business. It's where influence and impact can be utilized to pound anybody who disrupts the general flow. The charges against Jay-Z and Beyoncé are bringing up a few difficult issues about how far they're willing to go to safeguard their standing. And it's not only these two. Kanye West has proactively stood in opposition to the wrecked stuff that occurs in the business. He's discussed the way in which influential individuals control everything and everybody. It resembles a culture of control and terrorizing. The accounts meeting up are showing us simply exactly how bad and wrecked the music business can be. and how elaborate Jay-Z and Beyoncé truly are in all of this. Jay-Z and Puffy needed Biggie kill primary you don't want to trust me, accept the realities. Well, there's this insane hypothesis circumventing about Jay-Z and Beyoncé, and it's really upsetting. Individuals are saying that they may be engaged with some wrecked stuff in the music business, like forfeiting individuals or causing sad occasions. It has truly stirred up the music world so fundamentally. This hypothesis is about Aya the RB hotshot, who unfortunately passed on in a plane accident back in 2001. It was a gigantic shock to the music business. The authority clarification says it was pilot blunder and an excess of gear on the plane. Yet there are esteemed scholars who believe there's another side to it. They accept that Jay-Z and Beyoncé were some way or another engaged with Alia's demise, like they arranged it to clear a path for Beyoncé's prosperity. Insane, right? In the meantime, Woman Run, one of the pioneers behind Rock FL Records and previous colleague of Jay-Z, has likewise worked up some show with his new cases about Jay-Z's association with Aaliyah. Run says Jay-Z really liked Aaliyah and was attempting to date her before she died. He additionally says Jay-Z had some awareness of R. Kelly abusing Aaliyah, yet worked with him on music. Now Mary J. Blige. Strange remarks about Aaliyah's demise are additionally making individuals believe there's some obscure stuff happening in the music business. In a meeting blog called Aaliyah's Demise, a profound homicide, implying that there's more going on than what we realize. She didn't spill every one of the beans yet. Her words are certainly making individuals considerably more uncomfortable with what befell Aya. Like when I connect, cuz I need to see what the confusions are when no one has any data about it and it just came from that point. I want to accept that that was something from that. Did you and Jay-Z at any point have a discussion, or they in various workplaces, to the extent that as we don't have to not discuss anything? I heard that. Okay, well, we're actually diving in to the vocation harm and boycotting thing in the music business. Currently, how about we discuss Crown Marie and Maya, who've had a few difficult issues subsequent to managing Jay-Z and Beyoncé headband. Marie's story is a cruel sign of the perils that take cover behind the style and excitement of the music business. She was found very early on and endorsed to Day Jam Records, causing it to appear as though she was en route to fame, very much like her kindred name mate Rihanna. Yet things took a dull turn for headband when bits of hearsay began spreading about her association with Jay-Z, which prompted allegations of abuse and control by the influence couple. It's been accounted for that her vocation went off track in the wake of leaving DJam, as names were reluctant to sign her. Managing the fallout of this experience alongside the consistent examination from the business ultimately pushed Crown towards substance misuse and individual battles. Crown, what is happening demonstrates the way that extreme it tends to be for craftsmen who attempt to cause a ruckus in the music business. Her story is an admonition, helping us to remember the conceivable kickback when you oppose influential individuals. Maya's refusal to observe the business guidelines has made her face a ton of analysis and dismissal from individuals in the business, despite the fact that she's staggeringly capable and has serious areas of strength for and of freedom. She conflicted with Jay-Z and Beyoncé on the grounds that they could have done without that. She would have rather not played by their standards. Maya decided to adhere to her standards as opposed to adjusting to what the business needed, and thus she turned out to be disregarded and shoved aside in the music world. The large home slice. Jay-Z, right, and I advised him to come pull up on me, and he pulled up on me and he said the white person called for 50 music penny. So I said, who's the white person? Come, I'm dying, this Jimmy Ain. He said no. Eminem called straightforwardly for 50. Okay, so here's an insane episode. It truly turned out to be the voice of reason when there were tales that Jay-Z was attempting to wreck 50 penny Super Bowl execution. Obviously, Jay-Z needed to destroy it, yet Eminem stepped in and said the two craftsmen ought to be in the setup. This entire circumstance demonstrates the way that convoluted connections can be in the business and how you need to adjust business and individual stuff. And get this, 50 penny has been open about how he thinks Jay-Z thinks often more about cash than connections. In interviews, he's called Jay-Z out for putting cash before faithfulness and being an obscure individual. As per 50 penny, Jay-Z's activities say a ton regarding who he is. 50 Cent thinks this is a more pressing